Hello guys, thank you for joining me today on this chilly January windy morning. Today we are in a little town called Ravenscar. Saying it's little is a bit of an understatement. It's basically the town which never was. Cue the music. So this is Ravenscar, and what's happened here is in the late 1800s some really posh people with a load of money decided they were going to buy this place and turn it into a really big seaside resort, a holiday town. They wanted to rival nearby Scarborough, which is 10 miles that way, over there. So they started building Ravenscar. They put in all the sewers, they put in all the roads, they sold thousands of plots for houses and roads to go on, and it was all sorted out, all the plans were laid up. A couple of houses started getting built, but then something went incredibly wrong. The town was never built. What happened? I'll tell you what went wrong. That's what went wrong. There's no beach. There's no beach. And it's a cliff. You can't get down there anyway. So they were planning this massive, lovely resort up here. But they couldn't get down to the beach. And there wasn't a beach anyway. What a set of idiots. These are people who are meant to be multi-millionaires building a big town. Think. Even I'd have worked that one out. Find a nice beach and then build a town around it, yeah? What a wally, what a set of idiots. Don't get me wrong, it's very pretty down there. But there's no sand. You don't want to take your children down there, do you? It's just rocks, bleakness. It's like being on the moors in the middle of nowhere. It just looks like it's inviting rain. I bet the sun has never ever shone down there. It's rubbish. One good thing about the place is you do get some nice wildlife down here. You get seals coming down here quite a lot. In fact, I'll show you some if you like. One thing which does worry me, you know, when I'm doing this coastal walk, walking all around Britain, I'm going to be walking along here, and it's made me think I'm right next to the cliff edge here, and I'm not very good with heights, so I'm not looking forward to that bit because I always get a bit panicky when I'm on cliff edges like this. And I'm sure going around England, I'm going to be walking on a lot of cliff edges like this. Right, what we have behind me here, it's an old Coast Guard lookout place because you're right on top of the cliff overlooking the sea. But this is actually older than World War II, so they used this as a lookout during World War II to watch for the Germans putting mines in the sea. That was the view from the Coast Guard tower. I wonder if we can get inside. So this is the amazing view from the Coast Guard lookout tower. What a wonderful place. To be honest, I wouldn't mind being in here as a soldier. You wouldn't have much action, would you? You'd just sit in here and have a lot of fun, really. A lot of graffiti on the wall, but I can assure you that's not from back then. You wouldn't have had all this going on. Look, 2006. You wouldn't write 2006 in 1939, would you? But yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful view you get from here. What would happen is if the soldiers did find any dodgy activity going on across the sea, that's just a cargo ship, don't worry, it's not the Germans in the distance there. If they did see anything dodgy going on, they would send a message to the radar tower, which is directly behind here, which I'm going to take you to next. and then that message would go to the RAF by radar and they'd go and check it out. Looks like there's a storm brewing over there. Beautiful. So as you can see, it's not far away, isn't the Coast Guard Tower, which was the lookout tower during World War II. Basically it was built in 1935, just before the war. What they did then, when the war came along, is built the communications tower, which is here. Well, what do they call it? Communications hut. Communications hut. And it does look a bit huttish, but made out of brick. So I was just having a gander at this communications hut, and I started reading the information on it here. They've got a nice information board, which is nice of them. But please read this. This is so bad. Where did I see it? There you go. Line 3. What does that say? Look how they've spelt second. S-E-A-C-O-N-D. Second World War. Second World War. That's embarrassing. You know, I live around here and people are going to come and think we're all stupid. And over here, just in the distance, you have another building. Now this building over here, I'll tell you all about this building because I know everything about this building. It's a building and it's over here and it's near the other buildings, and this particular building, this was the engine house. This was the engine house. You could have called it the standby set house. I know that because I'm a professional. Oh, it has another little building here. This is where they kept all the prisoners. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. This is the fuel store. Keep the fuel in there. It's very, very warm. You know, when you've got all this wind around you, it's quite nice to get in there. The engine house. Imagine it's 3 AM, the power flickers on and off, and all of a sudden everything goes dark. What do you do next? Well, you knock on your next door neighbour's door, don't you, and see if their electric's gone out as well. Because if not, it's probably just a fuse and you get it changed. So you can't see it very well in there because it's bad lighting, but that is the engine house inside. Now, there's no engine in there. And to be honest, I'd struggle to call it a house, wouldn't you? It's got no... You can't call that a window on the back wall. There's no windows. The door's locked. Well, it's a cage. It isn't even a door. I won't call that a house or an engine room. I'd just call it like a big room, really. And this is the transmitter block, or the receiver block. And what you'd have on top of there is a big radar thingy-mabobby. It'd get the signal there and it'd send out the warnings to the rest of the coast. Quite an interesting place, really, and very active, because this is where the Germans used to attack. They'd come across the north coast from, like, Denmark, for example, and they'd try and bomb these places. There'd be guns all around the coast. Now I'm sure I'm very wrong because it's Tuesday. I can't see it happening on a Tuesday, but walking up here I could hear hundreds, sounds like hundreds of dogs, all howling and barking. I've come round the corner and there's a few people on horses. Surely there's not a fox hunt going on. If there is, this is going to be an interesting video because I'm about to kick off. It's okay, guys. It looks like a fox hunt, but they've promised me they're not after a real fox, so what they're chasing I don't know. I do know it's legal to go on hunts but not chase a real fox, so I don't know. But strange day to do it on a Tuesday. Just goes to show you how rich some people are, that they don't have to work. I am working before any of you say anything. I do hope I'm right and that wasn't a real fox hunt. If it was, I'm going to be mad that I didn't try and split it up, but I just have to take the word for it. But there's no police around. I don't think a policeman's set foot here since World War II, probably. The further I've been driving along, the more I'm starting to think it might have been a real fox hunt. So, just to be safe, I'm going to ring the police and let them take a look at it. Won't hurt, will it? Because if they're breaking the law and they're chasing a fox, I don't want them to get away with it.
Good afternoon, North Yorkshire Police.
Hello there. Is fox hunting still illegal?
Is what, sorry?
Fox hunting still illegal?
In what sense, though? Is it organised?
I don't know. I've just seen a load of hounds and horses and people with the red coats on, and it just looked like a fox hunt.
It depends if it's organised, because they do it without. Whereabouts is this? Because I can check.
Yeah, it's in Ravenscar, just outside Ravenscar Hall.
Ravenscar. Okay, let me just double check. Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Hi, sir. Sorry to keep you waiting. I do apologise.
It's okay.
I was trying to get in touch with some Whitby officers. We weren't aware of anything, so the officers are now aware of it.
Okay.
And I'll check it out. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
But hey, let the police deal with it. Anyway, that's it. Just a very short video for you today. I just wanted to see this place because I've got this car now. I can get around and I can see places I've always wanted to go see. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you a little bit of history about the town, which never was. And also coming up, I've got some reviews. I've got to review a camping stove, a new metal detector coming on the market, some wireless headphones for your metal detector, and a pinpointer. So stay tuned for all of them, guys. They'll be happening in the next month. Thanks for joining me. See you all soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Later.